The single most important concept in modern dentistry to me, and the biggest thing in stress reduction protocols and pulpal protection, is immediate dentin sealing. And first introduced by Pasha in 92, Tagami in 2003, and then Pascal Magna in 2005. When you look at Tagami's research, what it was based on is indirect, fresh cut dentin, like if you were doing an indirect restoration, whether you resin coated it and temporized it and sent them home and then brought them back, or whether you didn't. And so when we look at the results of how they conditioned the prep dentin surface before they brought the patient back to seat their restoration, we found that if Panavia only was used, the bond strength was 10.3. If they put SE bond on at the prep time, cured it, sent them home in a temp, brought them back, and then used Panavia, their bond went up to 17.7 with zero cement dentin interface failure. If they did at prep time when they were finished and put on SE bond plus a flowable thin layer, 80 to 500 microns thick, and then brought the patient back and bonded their restoration with Panavia, their bond strengths went to 27.7. And that was a lot. And so that's kind of what drove us to realize, and this really works and improve bond strengths. So we're going to apply these concepts in direct restorations and show how it really is done. So we're going to use immediate dentin sealing, which is obviously just putting the bond on when you're doing a direct restoration. In indirect restorations, its connotation is what it says. You're immediately sealing the dentin after preparation. And then we're also going to do resin coating 80 to 500 microns thick. The first thing we're going to do is an active MDP salt, mild tooth restoration cleaner, non-abrasive, non-caustic, cleans blood and saliva. This is Katana cleaner. If you don't have ability to bioblast or clean the tooth, at least get it as clean as you can. So right now we're going to do our bonding. So we're going to go in and selective etch. Notice there's no matrix on ring yet. I want to be able to get behind the matrix bands because I'm going to engage all that enamel. So I'm going to selective etch there first. Now I'm going to come in with my primer, and I use SE Protect in this particular case. I'm going to apply the self-etching primer for 20 seconds. I run an egg timer or any kind of a timer. We're going to gently evaporate the air until that primer quits moving. Then we're going to scrub our bond on for another 20 seconds. We may air it gently. We want to get it everywhere, but we don't want to blow it off. Now, one of the things when you put the primer on, you want to air until it quits moving. What you're basically doing is evaporating the HEMA. And I think that's an area that's overlooked that you need to really be critical about. And so gently air it off so that HEMA's gone, and then place your bond. Don't blow it too hard. You want to blow it off, but sop up any areas that might be pooling. And now you're ready to go to the next step, and we will cure it in the next step. So now we're going to do our resin coating and our dentin replacement, 80 to 500 micron increments in the resin coating. A 0.5 millimeter at a time is ideal. We're doing our light curing, the bond layer. Now we're going to come in and we're going to gently start placing flowable. Watch how it handles. I'm checking to see that the bond is feeling nice and cured. And now comes IDS has been done because we put the bond on. Now we're going to put our flowable. So I'm going to go into the deepest area, 0.5 millimeter increments at a time or less. Notice I can now take an Explorer and spread this around. I can move it beautifully to where I want it, and it will stay put. So I'm working it around. I'm going to come in and light cure that. Now I'm going to go down into the box. And the neat thing about this material is I can put it where I want. So, and the clear matrix allows me to see nicely. So I'm going to bring it down in the deep areas first, 0.5 millimeter increments. And I'm going to let it rest there. And I can put a little bit more here. And you notice how I'm teasing it to the margin, but it's not flowing to the margin because I don't heat this flowable at this point. So I'm just working it into position, getting it where I want it for a really highly stress-reduced protocol. Now we'll cure this. I'm basically setting up a really nice flow so that when I put in my enamel layer, the composite flows beautifully. We're going to go in with that. We've cleaned up the edges, the occlusals, and now we're going to go into the pear-shaped diamond and just sort of put in some nice smooth anatomy. I don't want a really deep, sharp anatomy, but I'll get definitely an anatomy there. And then I'll go over to the Magic Mix Polisher. Once I've got that done, and I'll polish that up. And then I will go to the Jazz Polisher, or their Rockstar polish or by BioClear. And we'll get that all polished up and run it dry a little bit and then run it with water. And that's what brings your high shine up, about 5 pounds of pressure on that to do that. And so when we get done, we basically get this restoration. It's a great finish.